what is good, YouTube? We back with another video. I know y'all gonna be like, man, it's been 6 months. Suave, where you been at? Hey, man, don't come at me. I just been logging in. I got some personal issues going on in my life, but we pushed that all out the way. So now we just gonna get back to this car shit. My bad, car content. Try to not cuss as much. I'ma try, man. I cuss a lot as a person, but we working on ourselves every year. New year, new me type shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, I just cussed right there. Yeah, we just gonna, you feel me, get on with the news. I don't know if y'all follow me on Instagram or TikTok, but if y'all follow me on the media, y'all know what we're doing. We are boosting the 6th gen Scat, the 6th generation Charger Scat swap. We are boosting it, baby. We are going boosted, and hopefully we get it done by the end of this week or next week. But I'm gonna just show y'all the progress so far. As you can see, we have tore down the motor completely. There is no pistons and rods in here. We are prepping for the drop-in kit to go inside. So pretty much with these 2618 Scat 6.4, whatever y'all want to call it, 6.4 forged rods and pistons, they do not require any balancing because they are just a drop-in kit. So pretty much we are sticking with the stock crank because the stock crank on these 6.4s on the BGE blocks are forged, and this has low miles, so you know, why not? So we're about to, well, West Coast about to prep to throw them in today, and then he's gonna do some more talking when he gets here. I'm gonna show y'all the other side too. Hold on. Oh my God, it is so crowded in here, bro. But y'all can see there is nothing. It is just a crank. But yeah, this is the 6.4 Hemi Apache heads matched with BBK long tube headers. There's no significant damage on the heads. They look brand new. It's just we need to clean them before reassembling it with the motor. It's just also on this side, it looks like we scraped, you know, this side of the long tube headers a lot. Tip to people that want to lower their cars: if you want to run long tube headers and run like coilovers, I wouldn't lower the front just because of stuff like this. This can happen due to bumps, speed bumps, and uneven areas of where you drive. And this side looks brand new, you know, no scrapes, no nothing. But y'all can see which side I scrape a lot though. It's this side. There's no holes or anything. These are still usable, but just a little minor flaw right there. 6.4 Hemi stock manifold with the coil packs. Surprisingly, this manifold is in good condition. We checked the gaskets and everything on the side, bro. Dude, this thing is mint. But we just need to replace the oil gaskets on this one because there is a little bit of oil getting inside the manifold, but that's about it. And yep, y'all can see these are all the stock parts that we about to reassemble soon. These how the Molnar technology piston and rods look. They are lubricated. It is ready to drop in, but this is how the forged look. Here we are with West Coast Hemis. He has the 2618 forged rods and pistons in his hand. He's right now, what are you doing right now to the pistons?
I am installing the rings on it so that we can finally drop them back in the motor. A little bit about these pistons. They're the MMX forged drop-in kit for stock 392 bore, so the 4.09 bore. These are dished slightly so that we can put more boost into the engine, because God knows how much that Supercharger. What did you say? We're gonna check everything that we can.
Torque Storm Supercharger.
Yeah, Torque Storm Supercharger. And we're just gonna check as much boost as we can. This will help us do that, just to kind of max it out.
Yep.
And then yeah, that's kind of what's going on. So we're just doing a lot of measuring, a lot of prep work. We've gapped the rings to 28 thous, so it should be able to handle the boost that we're gonna throw at it, and it's per recommendation of MMX and their spec sheet for this setup. Lastly, we just have to do some bearing clearance measurement because we're running the racing bearings, so they got an extra coating on the bearings here, so we got to make sure that we're within the proper clearance. After that, we pour some oil in it, start it up, drive her outside.
And then West Coast Hemis is single-handedly ring gapping all of these pistons and rods. single-handedly doing it. We got no machine doing it. He's doing all the work.
Most of the time you want to do it by hand anyway.
Yeah. We got this bad mama drama right here. You see this? You see this? This is the upgraded version. This is the 84mm Torque Storm Supercharger. Pretty much, you know, what y'all want to call this? Turbo, right? So pretty much it's just like a belt-driven supercharger, you know, turbo-shaped. It's gonna make that swoosh, you know, all that good stuff. And West Coast plans, what? We plan to make like 700, 800, right?
Almost 1,000.
Almost 1,000. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
West Coast said near 1,000. You know, just light numbers. Stock vehicle.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
You know, family rental car. And yes, I'm gonna be driving my son with this in this vehicle. And pretty much, you know, how many pounds? Like what?
Well, it's like rated for like what? 20,
Yeah.
27 pounds?
Yeah, near 30 pounds.
Near 30 pounds.
So pretty much, you know, small blower.
Yeah, right? Small
Right.
blower. Small blower my ass.
So the whole reason why we went with the TorqueStorm Supercharger, original plan we were gonna go with the D1X Pro Charger, but Texas Speed, I bought it off them, and it took them like what, almost 6 weeks just for them to send me a notification that, oh, we're having supplier issues with the D1X Pro Charger. Please wait like 3 to 4 more weeks. And I was not gonna wait past 8 weeks just for the kit to arrive. So I went ahead and went with this upgraded 84mm TorqueStorm Supercharger from TPS Motorsports. So if you guys want to check out TPS Mac, TPS Motorsports, the link will be in the description below, and then you guys can buy the whole kit there. They supply everything: the intercooler, fuel pump, injectors, everything that you'll need. So yeah, pretty much we got the TorqueStorm Supercharger in less than 4 weeks. Actually, shout out to Mac again. They got us in like 3 weeks max. It showed up a freaking crate at my door. It was a big box, and then yeah, you know, very fast shipping. TPS Mac was always emailing me about updates on the kit. You know, they didn't leave me out. And then yeah, but that's the whole story with the Pro Charger and the TorqueStorm Supercharger. We're also running gauges with this car. The setup, we're running the AEM wideband for this. And we're also, for the boost gauge, we went with the, what was it called? Yeah, glowshift.com. Get your gauges from them.
I will say that one's a little annoying.
Hey, yeah.
For whatever reason, they want us to wire one of the wires to constant 12-volt hot. I don't know why. It doesn't explain why on this one. But one of these wires has to be wired to permanent 12 volts, which is
Oh, man.
kind of annoying, but we'll figure that out.
Yeah.
It's going to be some random wire just going from the firewall here to the fuse box. We'll make it look pretty, but it's like, what the fuck?
At least now we'll have the, what's that called? The 3-gauge holder?
Yeah, and then you ordered the another gauge.
The intercooler?
Yeah, the intercooler in and out gauge.
Yeah. And
It'll be cherry.
shout out to O'Reilly's, man.
It's sponsored by O'Reilly.
About to show y'all the fuel injectors we're going with is FIC. My tuner Mario and my tuning has specifically told me go with these sets. It's 1,000 cc, but yeah, just these injectors is almost $900, so it's gonna run you a bit, but it'll be worth it. And it's just all the parts boxes we have. This is the Mishimoto intercooler that TPS Motorsports provided. Inside of the car right now, don't mind it, but yeah. Soon I'm gonna be changing these to red seats, and we're going with the Starlight headliner on the top. Sooner, probably after this month, and yeah, we're gonna make the inside look cherry. But I like the all black though. I ain't gonna lie, should look clean. You said what? Yeah. You can see on the rear door panels, these are fitting flush now. That's the updates on this car as well. We've updated the the door panels on every side of the car. So that now mainly all the controllers are sitting flush, as y'all can see. Yeah. What?
5.7, my left nut.
Oh, what? That's a good 5.7, bro.
Yeah, sorry, I just painted it orange real quick.
Stupid. Oh my god! Wow! Before we wrap up this video, you guys have some questions for West Coast Hemis himself. Meanwhile, he is here, he will answer them. First question we'll start off of. Was it hard to install the dashboard in the car or any interior pieces?
No, not really. Kind of just went in and went out the same way. I think the only annoying part, which is kind of correlation to the modification of the body that we had to do, we did cut out a piece from the Scat, and this piece for the booster, the mounting point, we had to cut that out because these boosters are different. Now, when I say now, that if I were to do it again, would I have done it differently? Yes, 100%. I would have tried to somehow keep the older style booster, make custom lines to adapt everything, versus cutting into the firewall, because it is your firewall. It's kind of a big safety thing, but when we did it, we sealed it, everything silicone, so it should be fine as is, and has no water's ever gone through there. And this thing's gotten doused like God knows how many times. But yeah, no, I think all in all, the dash and interior went in pretty well. The seat brackets had to get modified, and that was pretty much it.
Okay. So I got another question. If you were supposed to like do another swap of these, does the odometer on the gauge will read the same amount as the motor?
So now,
like, say if you, okay, so that was that. It was a weird question. So pretty much,
I think what they're trying to ask is if you replace, you're asking, or they're
will it
asking,
show original miles of the Scat?
of that engine.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, anytime you do an engine replacement, no matter what, whether it's, say for example, if I threw this 40,000 mile Scat engine into his 200,000 mile odometer 5.7, no, it won't reset the cluster. That will stay the same, regardless of the donor or the recipient vehicle.
Okay. And then another question: what made you want to start West Coast Hemis?
Honestly, because I've been in the industry for a while. I like working on cars. I like to build them more than actually fixing cars. So I just thought, well, why not try to make a performance shop? There's really isn't that many people here in Vegas that know Mopars as well as I do. Not saying that I know everything, but I'm pretty well versed in them, and I always like to learn, and I'm learning stuff every day. Like, trust, we have this one, we have the Chrysler, 08 Chrysler that we're putting a 6.4 into, and I've learned a lot off of that project as well. And I didn't even come up with the concept. It was someone else's idea, and I'm just improving upon it. So yeah, so that's why I kind of opened my own shop, because I love to learn, I love to build cars, and there's no one out here in Vegas that does it better than me.
Hey, you heard the man. But also another one is how much is it to like Scat swap like a car?
Well, we can get into like
how much would it cost for you to swap somebody else's Scat into?
Well, it really just depends.
Yeah.
Obviously, all the donors we get are clean, so we pay the tax of getting a clean donor, because we don't fuck with the whole striker shit, whatever.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you bring me a car that's striked out, I won't touch it. You have to take it somewhere else. I don't do any of that either. But generally, the cost is, now it's changed a lot. During COVID, it was like you needed like 15K to like 20 racks for a Scat or a Cat. And if you get lucky, you get a clean body one without having to repair anything. The labor for us to do it depends now on the body. So if it's like an older shell, like the early 05s to 2010 shells, regardless of Chrysler, Magnum, Charger, and even Challengers, it's a little bit more expensive on these because we have to do so much modifications to adapt new with old. Mainly brake lines, the brake booster and stuff like that in the interior, because that takes a lot of welding and cutting out from the donor car into the recipient vehicle to make the new interior work. With this one at the time, we didn't go as far as to do the whole full-fledged like interior, so it doesn't have like the 2018 Scat headliner or pillars or none of that stuff. But we have to break down a lot of things, like for example the door harnesses. We had to break those down to wire, shove the wires through, and then repin them after they were through. So it's a lot more labor intensive with these bodies. Now if it was like a 2011 to 2014, those get a little cheaper. Still have to modify some stuff, especially for lighting.
Yeah.
And then as for the 2015s and up, we really don't have an issue swapping those because they're pretty much a direct swap, so it's not as difficult. Even for the Chrysler 300s, the 2015 and up Chryslers, we can easily do those too. So it gets less expensive the newer the car, basically.
Yeah. Hey, y'all heard him. If y'all want to get y'all swaps, tap in with West Coast Hemis. His Instagram will be in the link description below.
Yeah, we're pretty fair on the pricing. It just kind of goes up with more difficulty. I would say these bodies for sure. These older bodies are a lot harder to do.
Gave you a pain in the butt.
Yeah, it was a pain in the ass, but I got it done in 28 days. So by myself, with on the ground, no lifts, no nothing, just pure grit.
28 days, y'all. Go tap in. That wraps up the video. You know, he answered y'all questions. If you have any more questions, DM him personally. I'm not on YouTube like that every day, so I won't see everyone's comments.
Yeah.
So.
And if you hit me up and I don't get back to you, just send a double text because we get pretty busy. We got a lot of questions in and out. And this year, last year we got pretty busy. So we're only getting busier to the point where we're going to need a pretty big shop. So the more work we can get, the more builds we can show out. And I could get my team going on these builds pretty quick. So
just give us some more support and then you'll see them in the shop. Stay tuned. On the next video, we will post it running. And then, what are you about to do with it?
this tool, in air quotations, allows me to measure bearing clearance really quick. So with that, throw the pistons in, torque everything down, measure clearance, everything checks out. We just could start her up right away.
Yeah, so I'll see y'all when this thing is running. Deuces.